Thanks for the F Shack. Love Dirty Mike and the boys.
Hey, are you Dirty Mike and the boys? How you know who we are?
What's this they call it, the podcast?
Morning Good.
Oh, I love
Hey, welcome to the Earth. Thanks. Oh, wait, I'll start over.
Welcome to Morning Good.
All right, we're here with Wolfgang Hunter.
Hey, what's up? Sorry, I was just seeing if Zins were killing me or not.
Really?
I wanted to see if I needed to kill myself, if there was anything worth living for.
Yeah, was there?
Yeah, apparently Zins aren't as bad as smoking cigarettes is for, like, mouth cancers.
Yeah, well, I think it is kind of annoying. There's always those people that are like, that's bad for you. It's like, in comparison to what? It's like people say, like, melatonin's bad for you, but it's like, I've also been, like, taking massive amounts of NyQuil for, like, a decade.
I don't even know. I mean, like, the thing is like, say science advances far enough that we figure out how to just completely expunge carcinogens from society. We figured out how to reverse aging. Then people would still die. It would just be people dying from, like, improbable over the course of infinity, like Looney Tunes deaths. You know?
What do you mean?
I was like, my grandpa, he's immortal. We were living in a immortal society, but he got crushed by a giant piano the other day. I guess anything's
true.
possible over time. It's just improbable.
Yeah, that's a good point. And so, like, because you're not dying of certain things, you'll die from other things?
Yeah, it's inevitable over. It's just
also,
mathematics.
sorry to be this thing. Hold it up. Yeah.
Hold it up like that. Yeah, it's mathematics.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hit the sauna and now I'm doing, like, math, dude. I've accelerated. I took the limitless pill. Of saunaing today.
What does it do? Because I've done the sauna before. Dude, one of my friends is such a fucking retard. Last time we were in the sauna, you're supposed to put water on it, on, like, the rocks to make it, like, into a steam
I've
room.
never
Oh,
been-
Paddy Defino's also
Never
here.
been in a sauna.
So you're supposed to put,
Never
like, water on. My buddy put, like, Gatorade on it, and the whole room just smelled like burnt sugar.
Oh yeah, no, you don't want to put stuff with sugar in it because he's kind of doing, like, a half right thing, but, like, it's being, like,
I'm sure it's
he's
worse for you
fucking
to
it up by
inhale.
being retarded.
Yeah.
That you're supposed to put essential oils on it to smell good.
Yes,
Those are oils, but you don't want to burn sugar or hair, like organic matter like that.
Yeah, it seems like that's like how you would make cotton candy. Is like burning sugar. Isn't that like kind of how?
Seems
that's
like
made?
actually how you'd make a bomb. Sugar is a big component in bomb making.
That's how they made
Really?
those commercials. Remember when people were sweating Gatorade?
Yeah, it's just
It was just Michael
solid.
Jordan.
Sugar,
sweating
nitrogen,
Yeah.
a couple other things. I don't want to say it all because you probably have to put this up somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, sugar.
But he
Wait,
knows.
wait,
it all.
wait. So where did you look up out of just curiosity?
I'm just cool like that.
I looked up how to make
chill.
crystal meth out of like curiosity. There's things like that.
Oh yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's out there. You know.
Yeah. But you ran into Colin. I said that like you guys see each other. Colin Farrell.
Oh yeah,
at the-
Colin Farrell goes to that sauna I go to.
yeah.
He was cool. I asked him if he was Colin Farrell, and he said, "No, Morsi." And I was like, "Oh, you're Colin Farrell."
Yeah.
And then I sat next to him during the off goose, and I was just like, I used to sauna. Oh God, maybe I never saunaed it. No, just kidding. I didn't do that. But I was just like, I just kind of sat. I was like looking. I was like, wow, how about that?
Yeah. Was he like the sauna? You put on like a towel, right? It's not like a naked thing. You can get.
No,
seized to it.
everybody has on swim trunks. It's Americanized, but he was very much like a celebrity. He was doing like little like underwater flips in the pool and like just like using the space. Like he was like he didn't feel like he was uncomfortable. Like everybody else, like regular people that like aren't rich or famous, you can like when they're in nice spaces like that. They're trying to figure out ways to make themselves smaller. He was like, "How do I let everybody know?" I was like, "Yeah, that's Colin Farrell."
Yeah. It's so funny too because like they're always doing that thing where they're like, "Yeah, I don't want any attention," and they're like,
Yeah.
your job is getting attention.
Yeah,
you
just
want it.
submerging and breaking the surface of the water. Going,
Yeah.
He turns into a lobster in the water.
Yeah. Well, because it's like it's very funny with that. It's like a thing where like there's all those celebrities that are like, "Man, if I could just act and not be," it's like, no,
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
all the
Was
time.
he in
yeah.
Harry Potter? I can't remember.
He was in the spin-off thing. He played like the Grinwald guy that like shapeshifts. He's one of the guys that plays
okay.
Grinwald.
That was the one where
Yeah.
the new one was where they made Dumbledore gay, right?
Maybe.
I think Dumbledore is always gay.
Right, but it was like
I think Harry Potter's always been gay. I thought everybody in that was gay.
It's
Yeah.
pretty fucking gay, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like because she came out after all the movies were
Yeah.
like done, and then she's like Dumbledore.
Dumbledore, you used to be gay.
Yeah,
Oh, good. Maybe you never were gay.
yeah.
I remember me daddy used to suck me penis, and we used to be gay there together. And me mummy would cry a little bit.
Is this Colin Farrell?
Yeah, it's Colin Farrell and the Banshees of Suckashirin or whatever. I don't know. We're basically doing Cumtown right now.
Oh, that's what I know him from. Why? I don't know why.
Having his dick sucked by his dad?
His dad,
Yeah, I think his name is
you know
my
me
name.
from getting molested.
I think he had the same name.
Famous
in that.
molestation victim, Colin Farrell. Yeah, he's in that. He's in Bruges.
No, yeah, I've seen him and stuff.
He's in True Detective season 2.
Dude, I saw that. I remember my freshman year of college, I was...
He's skinny now. That's the one thing I did want to say to him is like, you were so fat in True Detective season 2, but you ruled.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
He's the penguin.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, he was a great
He's
fucking
the penguin too.
Yeah, he was a penguin. He was a lobster.
I could have gotten cast in Batman if I sucked him off. Fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
newest one.
Yeah, that was... No, I was the only one. I thought it was kind of cool. They keep making him like as real. I don't know how much more realistic they can go without it being interesting.
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off too with your story about your friend.
What was I even saying?
You said something about your friend or your cousin.
I don't know. It was dumb. I watched True Detective in their fraternity house.
Yeah.
Like, it was leading fucking nowhere.
Nowhere. Okay.
Yeah.
He's hiding a rape. He raped someone in the fraternity.
I mean, like, you know what?
house.
Now that I'm halfway through the
Yeah.
story.
He's like, I think there's a clue in your pussy.
Yeah. No, but what was I saying?
Yeah.
About?
You're like Colin's character and like the Banshees. You just keep following around the girl you raped. It's like, come on, why won't you talk to me anymore? I thought we were friends.
Is that what he raped somebody and then tries to be friends with them?
No, it's just a guy decides that he wants to like leave his mark on the world. And he's like, I'm just wasting all my life. I've wasted my life hanging out with my retarded friend.
Yeah.
We just
like
get
actually
drunk.
retarded friend?
No, but he was just like, he was
He's
maybe
just,
a
like,
little
dumb.
simple. He was just
Yeah.
like very like, he was happy. That's what it
Yeah.
is. The movie tries to mask it as like intelligence, but the I think the takeaway is that he was much happier than this guy that was focusing on his legacy and how to like leave his mark.
Yeah.
Because Brendan Gleeson's character was just like,
Mad-Eye Moody.
if I keep hanging out with him, I'm gonna waste everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, he cuts off his finger. He's like, I'm going to be the best violinist ever, and then still cuts his finger off to like prove a point.
Yeah, because he's like, every time you talk to me, I'll cut off my finger.
Dude, I kind of get it though. Like I've never seen this movie, but like there's something that I just get so bored with life sometimes that when I see somebody doing something out of the ordinary, I'm kind of like, this is sick. Like, but I have a very
Cutting off a finger?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I saw these two guys playing air hockey one time, and the dude's like, loser cuts off his pinky toe, and I talked them out of it. And now that I did that, I'm like, no, what do you really need your fucking pinky toe for? This would have been
balance.
people say that.
You do need it for balance.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I was like, how would they prove that? I'm like, multiple people have lost pinky toes, so I'm sure they know immediately they can't walk.
Yeah.
But I get like so bored with fucking life that I'm like, I always kind of respect somebody who like this is really cheesy baseline level coolness, but fucking Scarface, that scene where he's like, you guys don't have I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
I
I've never seen
I made him like
Scarface.
bored out. I'm the bad guy. He's Arnold Schwarzenegger. But it's like that, like I the whole scene is he's like calling these people, he's like, you guys are just too much of fucking pussies. He's like, you guys aren't good people. You just are too much of fucking pussies to do what you want to do with your life. So you're only not a criminal because you are scared to do what you want to do. I'm not the worst person than you. I just have balls.
Yeah. Well, you did
Which is
save
kinda
that
true.
guy from
Cutting his...
cutting his pinky toe off.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
think the
good
next
one.
day I would have felt really guilty if I egged him on. If I was just like, let's fucking do it. And the next day I'm like, there's just a video of me watching a guy get his pinky. I don't know how he would do it. It's like the parking lot of like a sports bar.
That's cool.
Can you
Yeah.
die from that? Like if you cut your pinky
for
toe off?
sure. They were like two, like, one of them was, I feel something, who gives a fuck? But one of them was like a bounty hunter. So he'd show me like POV videos of him just like breaking into people's houses. And they would like, it would be like him like kicking over like a lamp and like breaking a photo in their house and being like, you're a I was like, I don't know how it.
He's just like raiding the fridge. Let's see what we got in here. Ooh, leftover KFC. That's gonna give me diarrhea.
POV, him having sex with the guy's wife and then being like, all right, he's gonna be home in 15. Okay, I'll
Bounty
arrest him.
secure.
Dog has fucking, doesn't he have platform shoes? That's what that pedophile hunter was saying on here.
Dog the bounty hunter?
Apparently he has like ginormous platform.
Wait,
like,
is his rival a pedophile hunter?
No. I had a pedophile hunter on this podcast.
You had a pedophile hunter on this podcast.
Yeah. Not like he's
That's
like
pretty cool.
he's not like killing them. He's just like
He's tracking him down. Was it Colin?
yeah.
Yeah, you had him on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to him at the stand. I was like, I kept insinuating, he's like, you do this because you got molested. He's like, no, I just think it's like a funny, like also interesting thing to do. I'm like, yeah, because you got molested.
Yeah. No, I just like wearing plaid
Yeah.
all the time.
Did he ever crack on it? It was like
No.
yeah. Because that's what I would guess too.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
for sure.
No,
Yeah.
for
Vengeance.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just it's funny also to like be dressed like the way he's dressed and be like, all right, we need to be discreet so we don't get the drop on these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like a
It's
hot
like-
air balloon.
Yeah,
pilot.
definitely. It's not I definitely shouldn't be looking out for that guy dressed like a Far Cry villain.
Yeah, he really does look like he should be coming out of an air balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's
Welcome.
chasing pedophiles down on an airboat. Like, we gonna get you now, boy. We're getting all them boys, boy. I said the word boy quite a lot in this sentence, boy.
Like a steam powered like air vessel.
That would be sick if he got them like that, like he threw them in a boat.
Yeah.
Kind of just like flopping around, like with their hands behind their back.
Oh yeah, I like his angle though. Of like it sounds like an anime, almost like steampunks that hunt down pedophiles.
Yeah.
Wookie casino shua. It's like stop the boat. Cookie casino.
The air balloon's awesome. Like maybe he has like one of those Batman grappling hooks, and he just like zip lines down and gets them.
Yeah. He's got to have like a crew though with him.
Oh yeah,
Like a really big fat guy, a small girl.
It'd be funny if he's dangling a kid from a rope, and that's like how he
Yeah.
kind of gets him like fishing, like
Trolling
he
around.
thinks the kid's standing, and then he just pulls him up. Like
I would be like scared.
that is a form of fishing, pedophile
Yeah.
hunting. It really
Yeah.
is like the most.
It'd just be so funny that you have like steampunk pedophile hunters, and they're like, "All right, I have to wind up my gadget." Like the pedophile just takes out a gun and shoots him in the head.
Yeah.
It's like, oh God, oh fuck, no! Why do we use gadgets? We had guns the whole time, and we're using gadgets.
I didn't know they could make gears that small.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's so funny that drug.
Why are
dealer-
we using Rube Goldberg machines to catch pedophiles?
It is so weird though, because like every drug dealer like is like they're always like, all right, I'm not going down without a fucking fight. And you can go to jail
Yeah.
for drug dealing and get out and be on some. Now you're a
Yeah.
podcaster.
Yeah.
But pedophiles
Go down.
They just go down. They never
like,
fucking.
all right, y'all got me.
Yeah. Well,
It's like, you know what they're gonna do to you in
they know
jail?
if-
It's like, oh no.
they just think jail is time out though.
Yeah,
Because they're
yeah,
hanging out
yeah,
with
yeah.
kids all the time.
Yeah, there's never, dude. That would be so to catch a predator. Where it's like, no fucking way. I'm
Yeah,
coming
that's
down.
why I thought it would be scary. I wouldn't want to be. I don't even like being around pedophiles. Being on this podcast is
It's tough for you.
sketchy
Yeah,
enough.
yeah. Now that you're roommates with me, you see what really
I
happens.
see what
Yeah,
happens. A lot more cunning than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep him.
But yeah, Colin hunts the hunters, huh?
Yeah, dude. The best one. I sent him one the other day that was really funny. It was like a guy who I think I sent you this one too. A guy who he's stopping a fucking an Amish pedophile guy. Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
goes, "You're going here to meet an underage girl," and he's like, "No, I was just gonna. I wasn't gonna do any. I was gonna just see if she wanted to go for a ride in my wagon." But I don't know if it's legit. But if that is legit, that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like he was just mailing 15-year-olds.
Well, he's also Amish, so probably to him, he's like, wait, you can't marry a 15-year-old?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't come to our barn.
Yeah.
Don't come to our village.
Yeah, how does that work with religious freedom?
Yeah.
What if I create a religion where you're only allowed to fuck kids?
Well,
Oh, can you hold up higher on here, by the way? Sorry.
I don't know if we learned anything about.
Wolfgang, can you hold here? The
Higher.
cord sucks.
Yeah,
If we learned anything about what you can do with religious freedoms and this
Yeah.
whole tunnel escapade.
Oh, yeah. That hasn't even been covered on. I don't understand what the purpose of the tunnel was.
I think they were trying to build the like Green God's vault in Harry Potter. I think they were trying to make literally like there's a when we watch the Harry Potter and we saw maybe we could make an underground bank and maybe so we don't have to keep all we can take all the security deposits that we take from all the white people that move to Brooklyn and we put the security deposits in a magical steampunk sort of powered vote.
Defended by Colin.
Yeah.
He's got a
Defended
big
by
pair of
people that
binoculars.
are so anti-Semitic looking. When the police come, they just say, "Oh, never mind. I'm not going to touch this."
It is fun.
That's a good Hasidic accent because it's a weird. It's not Israel. It's not Israeli quite. It's like a. I don't know how you describe it.
It's like they're just every aspect of who they are. They're like, how can we be the most embarrassing version of a human being?
They do talk like a race of people that have been left underground for millennia. And so for them to be like that, to be these like weird skittish mole people, and then us be like, well, they're making tunnels. What? Never saw that one coming.
Yeah, they're not allowed to like look at women
Yeah.
that aren't their wives. Who are like, that's so
Yeah.
crazy. They're building tunnels. You're like, dude, can't they like not wipe their ass on like Saturdays or something?
Tell
Tell you what they can't do: unclog a fucking toilet ever because our fucking shit's been clogged for a week.
Oh, you
now.
have a Hasidic landlord?
Yeah.
Of
Very
course,
nice guy.
Yeah.
But I'm only saying that to not look anti.
He also thinks Michael's Jewish. He was
Yeah.
like, Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Bubala, Michael Goodstein. Good to see you.
dude, I should.
Oh, October 7th, it's still thinking about it.
Yeah, he is like. I don't know if I ever told him I'm not Jewish.
Don't.
Yeah, there's no reason to.
Don't, dude.
Can you believe he's a millionaire, though, probably?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah. Well, he came in because have you met him or have you met the other one that came in here? And she gave us the keys.
I met the most Jewish person I've ever seen in my life.
Well, that was both of them.
Yeah,
are.
that is like what those guys are. Like, they're so Jewish that if I were to like draw a picture and like have it on
People
my
would be
person,
like, dude,
people would be like, "What are you doing with that?
Yeah.
Where did you get this?
Where'd you get that
Where did
photo
you get
of my
this
uncle?"
picture?"
Yeah.
I mean, I remember just like there's like I really do feel for Jewish people because it's like
Well, the most
they're like they can't win. Like, I remember I was just like listening to this Holocaust survivor speak one time when I was in middle school at the JCC, and she was just talking about how she would like eat like every day. She would like eat her family's like jewelry and like kind of just keep passing it through her digestive system to try to keep the Nazis from getting it. And I was like, if I was a Nazi and I saw a Jewish person eating gold from their poop,
I would shoot
I'd be
them
like,
immediately.
I was just going with the flow, but I think Hitler, I think he was on to something.
They eat
Flamethrower.
gold.
Yeah, there's people like, they're
Flamethrower
eating
on
the fucking
site.
gold out of the poop.
They shit gold.
I thought they were just collapsing centralized banking. I didn't know they were literally eating the money.
It would make me feel for them a little bit more because I'd be like, well, that's why they want all the money.
I mean,
It's their
don't
sustenance.
get me wrong. I would definitely. I understand her doing that. You don't want them to get it, but it just makes it like once you start seeing the other side of it, which isn't even that lady's life. It's like fast forward, her granddaughter's doing comedy in Williamsburg, and she's just 5 White Claws deep and has lost her earring. On the rooftop party that her grandmother gave her. It said, "We protected this from the Nazis. Don't ever let anything happen to it." And she did too much ketamine and drank too many White Claws, and she just lost her grandmother's Holocaust jewelry.
Yeah, that she just shat, and then probably kept eating it. Once it like you probably shit it out, and then you eat it again.
I wonder if that degrades the carrot level.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Stomach
wild,
acid?
and it is crazy too because it's like I feel like what happens is like the most I will say this, the most negative things I've heard about Hasids came from non-Hasidic Jews. Like they're like,
Oh, it's other Jewish people.
you bring it up and they're like, they're the fucking.
They're like, oh my God, those light-skinned Jews.
Yeah.
They literally are the light skins of Jewish people.
yeah.
Like, imagine, because you're Christian.
Yeah.
Like, what if there was a sect
Well, I'm not really anything,
of
but yeah.
Christianity, though, and they were just wearing like robes and crowns of thorns and just
Yeah.
really annoying? Like, they kept hoarding like bread or whatever. You'd be like, these guys fucking suck.
Oh yeah, and I think that I do feel that with other white people that are being like annoying in one way or
Yeah.
another. Where they're like the two liberal white people that like are like kissing like the black Israelites' feet, or like the ones that are just like super racist and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I think both ends of it. You're like, but that's why it's always funny when like
Romeo and Juliet.
yeah. Well, it's always funny with like the other side of it, like when you're a white person being like, yeah, well, I mean, it's like, they should be. They always get mad at certain races for not condemning the other race. It's like once a week, are you supposed to be like, yeah, I don't agree with this? It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just people get caught up in the minutia of nonsense. It's like, we were born to die, right?
Yeah.
Hold yourself.
That's a great
easy.
tattoo, born to die.
I don't know. Because it's like what I was thinking about. I was listening to Andy, like well, not listening. We had Andy Haynes on our podcast, and he made an interesting point. That's like, well, I mean, what's worse, a world where white people say a word that they probably shouldn't, or a world where white people have black teenagers to deliver everything they need on a bicycle for nothing. It's like I would argue the people with their work from home jobs having black teenagers deliver all their toiletries are worse people than a guy that's just racially confused. I know that's not what we were talking about necessarily,
No, but that is a good point.
And that relates to the last episode.
Oh, you guys finally said it?
No. We were saying the word negger, and like it came out
Wrong.
Dude, I was sweating for a fucking week. I was fucking just like, oh, it just sounded so.
Oh yeah, I mean, Bernie Sanders almost caught that one time when they said reneg. He's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But he's also got like his fan base is a lot more. He's got to worry about it more than me. Like I'm like 5 days went by and I was just sweating. I was telling him I had like a black friend that wanted to come see a show, and I'm like, dude, he fucking heard the episode. He's gonna fight me at the show. Like I just thought of these crazy fucking scenarios.
Yeah, and the alternative and the truth is that my friends aren't invested in anything I'm doing.
Yeah, not listening to the
beyond
podcast.
any superficial level. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody cares. You can literally say anything, and it's like, yeah.
That is the glory of having no black friends. No one's ever going to be around to hear me. It's like if a tree falls in the forest.
Does it really?
Yeah, I fully have ideas that like in sketches I've filmed and just haven't put out yet because I'm just so afraid of black people I went to high school with that like definitely went down the path of like activism and like getting back in touch with their roots and being like they don't want to see this sketch where I'm like POV, you made your black friend laugh, and it's like a guy beating the shit out of me because they hit you when they laugh.
Yeah.
That's the thing I filmed that I never put it out. Is like me and Daniel Golden, and he like progressively like he starts like hitting me with a boxing glove, he, like chokes me, he takes out like a gun and holds it to my head.
But I'm also like, I think I'm starting to get to the point where I'm just like, I would love to be one of those podcasters that's like, dude, I don't give a fuck. But what happens is I act like that for 3 seconds, and then immediately I'm like,
well, it corrupts you.
Fuck.
Yeah. It really kills a part of you that maybe shouldn't die. I don't know.
Totally. Yeah. Like there's this great video of me dancing with my cornrows in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is my favorite thing I've ever done as a human being.
Yeah, that's a very funny sounding thing, even in concept.
Yeah. And I'm like, but in my mind, I'm like, man, you just think of like specific people, and you think of your interaction, and you're like, it's just fucking.
That's the thing, though, is that it's funny.
Yeah.
There's no like somebody made this point. I forget who it was as a comic. She's like talking about Chet Hanks, but it was just like, yeah, we should be able to call that guy like a wigger. It's like because he's not doing what he's doing on accident. He's like doing it on purpose. Like, no, I think pretending I'm a black person from the islands is funny.
Yeah.
And it's like it is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Oh, he is like. I'm amazed at how self-aware he is. Have you ever heard him on a podcast?
He's both self-aware and not self-aware. I go back and forth. I think that he's an introspective person, but I think he probably has like a couple chinks in his armor that if you hit, he would spaz.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Which it happens to anybody. That's not.
Yeah, I saw him going off like you bring vaccines, and that guy gets like into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you just bring up like growing up rich or something, and he's just like, no, my parents put me in a camp, dog. They sent me to sleepaway camp. He's a smart person. I think he understands like the degradation of like Western culture to a degree that it makes him funny enough to like know how to talk in front of cameras, and then also what programs to go on to, like he did the Adam Freeland show. But I also think there's a part of him that does not know how to do his own taxes.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely, yeah.
Like I think there's a lot of things. Like I don't think if he got in a car accident, I don't think he'd know how to talk to an insurance adjuster.
Yeah. But there's a part like that is something though that I empathize with so much because like I'm so bad at. I genuinely do not think I'm as talented at because I think he is like an Alex Jones. He's like a maybe not quite that level of talent, but there's a certain entertainer aspect of him that's incredible. Yeah. And when you put a camera in front, like I watched the White Boy Summer music video the other day. It's amazing, dude. He's like spraying black asses with sunscreen and like drinking 40s and like it's somehow like he's playing like it's him playing like two-hand touch football with a bunch of black chicks and they're like tackling and like I mean this is cinematically like fucking awesome.
But do you think it's all just because he has like a built-in confidence in himself? Like do you think a lot of people would be similar?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
But like that and like the there's something that I don't know where you don't know if somebody's intentionally being funny, but there's a cinematic like it's
I
like,
don't know. Putting sunscreen on black people is like a very absurd thing.
Yeah.
Like that's our culture. Have some. It's called the banana boat,
yeah.
which is something we took from your culture. I think. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. There's something about like the person who is sort of but it'll happen with me too, where I'll say something and I don't know it's funny. Like I've been unself-aware when I say something really funny. People are like, "That's hilarious," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's what that was. What I told you last night. That was different because I was self-aware. When I was a kid, I used to eat handfuls of Heath bars because I was stupid and I thought it were called health bars.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like there's shit like that I don't know is funny until somebody's like explaining to me. They're like, "You're stupid."
It's kind of sad when you see a comic who is super funny but has no idea why.
Yeah.
Because you just know one day they're gonna figure it out and then it's gonna ruin it.
Like that guy. Dude, there's this guy.
Oh yeah.
There's this dude on YouTube. You've definitely seen his videos. He'll post his videos of him bombing in like a full theater. He's in do you know who I'm talking? Have you seen this at all?
Just say it.
You're describing a lot of people.
Okay.
The theater aspect throws it off a little bit. And then I'm just starting to think of headliners I don't like.
No.
But
So this guy's like new to comedy, and he's like, first off, this isn't me trying to shit on somebody because I was just as fucking terrible. Like when I first started comedy.
Well, how is he doing theaters if he's new to comedy?
So it's like a bit, just a giant ass room. It's like they have an open mic at like a theater.
Oh, okay.
But it's like I was that bad when I first started doing stand up. But what he's doing is he's documenting. He'll document every open mic set. But I'll just say his name, Michael Blank. It is the best thing I've ever seen in my fucking life.
I've never heard of that guy.
Yeah, he does like videos where he'll be like, "Okay, so I just woke up. It's 5 p.m. I'm gonna do an open mic tonight, but first we gotta write some jokes." And then he like lights a candle and he prays to the candle.
He's like, "Please God, these jokes help me get some fucking pussy."
Yeah,
But it's
every
like,
time
you
it
can tell it's like this legitimate like thing where he's like, there was one he was going, he's like, "Yeah, fucking my ex-girlfriend showed at the open mic. It was fucking awkward because she's a fucking bitch. She talked a lot of shit about me. But anyways, hopefully these new jokes will get me a new girlfriend." And then he has my favorite one. He's one where he's talking about his new jokes. He's very excited about them. And the next one is just POV him in a dark car. He goes, "Just found out my rugby coach killed himself. Fucking sucks."
But he's like totally serious.
And it's just like the most like it's I'm telling you, if I showed you this, it's really the most entertaining thing I've seen in my whole. And this isn't me trying to be like, "Oh, I do comedy." I'm like laughing at it. I'm like, this is like genuinely hilarious. Like,
Yeah, we got hooked on it. Dude,
I've showed like 10 people. I'm like, this is the funniest thing. It's just like him, like his side notes things are really funny. He's like, "Yeah, so I got fired from UPS because I was like I was smoking a bunch of weed. Well, I was like smoking cigarettes, but I'd put weed inside the cigarettes, and eventually they caught on." And like, just that's just so fucking funny to me. Like a real person's life and all of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's a God, he hates us. That's all. That's my takeaway from everything you just said.
Yeah. But the video, he'll go to an open mic and then it'll show him walking up on stage. Then it cuts to his car after. And it'll be like, "So I did pretty good, actually. It was pretty good. This joke worked." Then it cuts to that in the open mic and it's like him telling it to like a tepid response. And then he's like, "This one didn't work," or whatever.
And it's the editing that makes it like the editing's like The Office. Like it's like perfectly done. It's like
that sucks when guys like are bad at stand up, but they understand every other part of like the new like marketing process.
Yeah.
It's just like really well packaged. It's like poop inside of like a velvet bag.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is that like Andrew Schultz at the end of his life, he better have like an Oppenheimer level revelation where he just starts crying everywhere he goes. He's like, "Oh, what have I done?"
Yeah, he walks to the
Joe,
pond.
how do I live with this? Like, "Get this pussy out of my podcast studio."
But it's like, and the thing, like in my mind, I'm like, this guy could go on to be a great guy. He's just new to stand up, but it's like the editing is just so fucking good, and it's like, just him talking about his ex and being like, "I'm gonna fucking show that bitch." And there's my favorite video. He goes, "Love is fake. Everybody fucking sucks. Fuck everybody." He walks out of his car. The guy goes, "Hey man." He goes, "Hey, what's up, guys?" Like, actually, I like that guy. He's the funniest fucking thing on the planet.
Yeah.
As I looked out onto the content field, I recalled something Wolfgang said on a podcast. "I've become content, a destroyer of art." Dude, that sucks. What a shit life. Oh my God.
But no, he's got optimism. The thing is like,
he's gonna be good.
That's something that optimism is for children.
I disagree completely, dude. I think it's great.
As a guy that just had a euphoric experience at a sauna, I'm going to be actually surprisingly negative about this. I think looking forward and being hopeful in the future, I think that is something that that's for children. That's for people that start comedy in high school. I've seen the other end of the tunnel. There's nothing.
Well, good thing I don't even think Michael Blank started high school, so I think he'll be all right. He will get better. Like he's doing the work.
By the way, subscribe to his YouTube channel. Don't tell him I'm talking open shit about it.
The light is simply an illusion created by the dark. That's all. I'm just kidding. No, but that just sucks to be like a full-grown man, like delving. Like I already feel like as a guy that started when he was 16, I already feel like I destroyed my like teen years in my youth by like deciding to do this.
But what would you have done otherwise?
Yeah.
Fucking stacked bread and got pussy. I only did one of those things. And yeah, I don't know. Like,
well, there's mixed thoughts on it. So like, I was thinking about this today. I was like, because like I freak out about my career randomly. I'm like, oh, I should be inside editing videos, and I go, look, you don't know whether you're gonna make it in stand up or not.
No, you don't.
One thing that's helpful is working really hard. But if you don't end up making it, it would be nice to have fun along the way.
Yeah.
And that's why I went on that date with that 44-year-old last night. And I'm like, this was a fun thing along the way. I was like, maybe I won't make, I'm trying very hard, but I'm like, there's a balance to if you like only put everything into trying to get shit and then it's like, and that doesn't work out, then you
I think that's bad too. I just don't think that this incarnation of that I'm living through is going to reach enlightenment. I think I still have to go through a couple more times. So if I'm not, if I'm not learned and I haven't ascended, I might as well be as hedonistic as possible. That's my regret.
Why are you cheating on your girlfriend right now? Why are you podcasting?
Sounds like Colin Farrell raped you.
No, I wish, dude. I would be in the Batman.
Yeah.
I'd be Robin right now.
I'm little penguin.
Him getting his dick sucked. The penguin.
Oh yeah.
Come over here, sweetheart. Give it a little smooch.
Wrap your lips around my sardine.
I like that one. I like that guy. Get it? He's very like Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, it's very nice.
I don't know his voice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I did comedy last night to 2 people. And the good news is that I felt nothing. I didn't even feel shame. I was like, I guess I'm just past this now. I don't know if I'm that bad that I just have no feedback for myself anymore. But
do you think you'll quit?
No.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
We were talking about that today. We're talking about everybody who quits. And then you hear other people talking about them. Because in your mind, like when I hear about somebody quitting, in my mind, I'm like, fucking quitter. And then people talk about them and they're like, dude, they were so happy.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
What, you ran out of battery?
Oh, fuck me in the ass. All right, let me check something real quick.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow. There's going to be probably folks, a part of the podcast that just has like, I don't know, Rick and Morty clips or something.
Yeah.
In between.
Just put Michael Blank
our faces.
videos in.
How long,
that would be fucking
was it
sick.
Off?
Like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's
It was
not
terrible.
bad.
It had 26 minutes of recording on it.
No, cool. We can match my face to the anti-Semitic riff that I had.
Yeah, that would be really funny. If we just put a bunch of no, we should just montage in Hasidic guys.
A different podcast.
Yeah. But I don't know. What were we talking about? Something about being just being very negative. Was that it?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we want to pivot. I have other things.
Is there anything you're excited about?
I am excited. I need to finish editing tonight. I went to Little St. James while I was down in the tropics.
No way.
Are you serious?
I'm being very serious.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I went down there. I've already done this joke. I had it as a riff on the podcast, but Little St. James is next to an island called Big St. James. I'm like, yeah, that's varsity St. James. That's where you go to rape adults. Yeah, you have to work your way up in the kiddie league before you come into the big time. And if they rape you on Big St. James, you got to go to Little St. James.
So
it's like the Weenie Hut and Weenie Hut. You're SpongeBob.
Wait, so what's there? Like, what's on the island?
There's like guys in golf carts circling around it while they do security. Apparently, they're turning it into like a luxury resort. I don't think that's actually going to happen. I think it's just business as usual, boys.
Yeah, there's no way.
They're like, yeah, we're building. We just fucking permits. I guess we got to keep doing what we were doing before.
But there's like a ton of islands, right? They could pick a new one.
Well, also, he was alive for so long, like, or at least 4 years. He was in jail. So it wasn't like he just died and then what do we do with his islands? Like, no, I'm sure he like gave it to like His brother.
No,
Wait,
Steven Deckoff bought it for $60 million. I had to do my research before I went to the island.
who's Steven Deckoff?
He's just like another like hedge fund manager and like financier. Literally like somebody that fits the exact like descriptions and like vocations that Epstein did.
That would be so funny if it just becomes another rape island. Like
To run it
nothing
back?
changes.
I
at
don't
all.
see why it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because in 2012, everybody learned that the government is spying on us through our cell phones. Like, are we going to get rid of that? It's like, nah, we're still going to do that shit. And everybody's like, I guess if it's chill with y'all, then it's chill with us.
Yeah. Nothing changed.
Oh, word. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. No, let me see if I
Did you go alone or?
No, I chartered a boat and went with my family. We weren't allowed to go on. I swam up to the island, tried to set foot on it, and I got yelled at by the guys that work security there. But you can get pretty damn close. Like these are like kids like snorkeling off the
I
coast
could
of
keep
the
him
island.
the fuck away.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, open source, dude.
That
Yeah,
island
yeah,
looks
they have free range
beautiful.
kids. It is beautiful. It is.
Honestly, I don't want to speak bad about anyone that went there.
Dude, holy shit.
That's
That's the
fucking
fucking temple.
Yeah, they repainted it. Well, apparently it's an elevator. The theory is that it's an elevator that goes down into an underground tunnel network.
Oh my God, dude. I'm so
Jews.
curious. I just want to know.
Yeah, dude, you can't. I mean, it's not like they have like mines or anything, but like they got guys like circling that shit for like.
What
I
if
don't know.
what
Oh
if
my
you
God.
can go, but you have to fuck a kid? But it's
No,
a
it's
hot
It's like Hotel
kid.
California.
You can never.
You can fuck a kid, but you can never bust. I went down the hallway. I saw Bill Clinton in a dress. Stephen Hawking was watching me just do math. And Hillary Clinton, well, she was just kind of being an annoying bitch. I don't have a bedtime. I'm 32 years old.
That had to be happening. Just a hungover Bill Clinton getting bitched at by Hillary on
Dude,
Pedophile Island.
even the water looks fucking amazing.
That's lit. I'm not even kidding. It's really fucked up. Oh my God, look at that golf cart. Dude, when I picture heaven, that's what it looks like. That looks like heaven. That's the
Yeah.
most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
What if that is heaven? You know?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably. But then again, like Jesus
Was it pedophile?
was 2,000
Well,
years
it's
old.
like if I'm already in heaven, is there truly any risk to be banished to hell?
Yeah, can you
If
get
I'm in a
kicked out?
land
Yeah,
of
what if you ever
paradise,
change your
isn't
heart in
anything-
heaven? Is that a
yeah.
thing?
that was what happened to the devil.
Oh, yeah.
And they
He's
took
an
it-
angel, right?
Yeah, they took his wings away, which like implies that everyone is always flying.
I don't want to die. That was my realization.
I didn't have it. The beginning of the podcast, it sounded like you really did want to die. I can never tell because you're up here is here and you're down here is here. So
Yeah.
it's really hard to tell when you're actually like severely depressed.
Yeah, you're like
or
Mike
just being
Trout.
silly.
You like
Yeah.
always hit 300.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm in the girl brain pocket where you can never tell what I'm thinking.
No, yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, that's what it
But
feels
what if
like.
I show some money?
That'd be nice. I like money.
Yeah.
No, I'm just been working a lot this week. You know,
What do you do for work?
I'm a waiter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why your outlook on life is?
Glim.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think you see what people. I don't know.
Do you think it's seeing like is it a nice restaurant?
It's a nice restaurant, and watching the like what opulence is, and like watching what like the highest level of status gets you, and what that looks like from the outside when people are enjoying themselves. It's like I don't want to. It's like when you have to go through like a slaughterhouse and you like eat meat. You're like, oh, I don't know if I want to eat this again.
That's
Yeah.
that
Like,
is
I know
true.
Life is only good when I eat this.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I
So
think
what am I
rich
gonna
people
do?
like the rich lifestyle because they've always lived it. Like there's so many poor people like around like in my last neighborhood it was like very Puerto Rican and like they have nothing. They have no money and they're just partying all the time. They're like the happiest people.
We just
I've
cut
ever
to
met.
interviewing the Puerto Ricans. Like, bro, he said what? Nah, that motherfucker said we was broke. Nah, I'm gonna get my leg back on his motherfucker. Nah, he
Just
talking
showing you
stupid
like a
wild
shitty watch.
shit.
He's like,
Yeah.
bro, this is fucking balling, right?
I'm gonna go over to his house. Does anyone have
Bro, I got
290?
PlayStation 5.5. Shut up. But that is sort of like remember when like they had those like articles, they had those like not Yale. They went up to Columbia and like interviewed like people like, do you think black people are like, you know, the voter ID laws they're being discriminated against? Like, yeah, I mean, they, you know, it makes them difficult for them to get their ID and like to vote and, you know, to register. It's very like they make the process very confusing for them. And then they go to people in Harlem, like, that motherfucker think we retarded? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know how to get a driver's license.
Yeah. That is very funny to think that, like, especially in New York City, you'd have trouble like getting like you just go to the,
Well, no, that's what like waiting tables taught me. It's like, this is gonna sound fucked up, but it taught me how to but like allow black people to like me, which is you can't be racist to them, which people think like, oh, if we're not being racist, black people will like us. But it's like they also hate it when you patronize them.
Yeah.
Which a lot of
Yeah.
people do, where you're like, they can tell when you're like a waiter giving them extra attention.
Yeah, well, I was talking to him about this. Like, the most offensive thing to me, because I did a podcast recently, JJ Lieberman's just being really mean to me. I thought it was fucking hilarious. But then Jess Levin hops in, is like, give him a break. I'm like, no, I'm more offended that you would think I would get offended than you saying something mean to me.
Yeah.
Like, the most offensive thing is when somebody roasts you and they're like, I'm sorry, I really like you, man. You're like, no, now I feel like you think I'm a pussy.
Yeah.
Which hurts my feelings way more
Well,
than you.
it's also like, no disrespect to JJ, but that's like the equivalent of like a homeless guy yelling at you on the subway. You're like, well, he's saying some pretty mean things to me right now, but he has nothing, dear. So, I mean, maybe we should be nice to him.
Yeah.
Just ignore him. No, but I get what you mean, yeah, because it's like, you don't think I can take it.
Yeah, that really does hurt my feelings. People think I'm gonna get my feelings hurt, but in theory, that's
It's kind of a snake eating.
Yeah, this is I'm like skipping ahead steps in my head.
Yeah,
I was thinking of an expression, but this joke is going to be about the expression. This is like one of those shitty Zach Galifianakis impression jokes. This is my impression of a steampunk that's losing his patience. Yeah, you're really grinding my gears. Is that worth it?
Can we cut that and put that back into
We'll put
the
that in
beginning?
the part that's cut out. We'll just put that in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny too because in my mind, like we ordered so much stuff because this is the new Morning Good studio. We got this giant backdrop, not here.
Of the tiger.
No, we got like one that's like a very Miami looking actually it's just a tropical island, which I'm so excited for. And then in my mind, I'm like, this is gonna look incredible. And then now the video is always gonna cut
That's
out.
okay.
That's always gonna be a problem.
I mean, I don't mean
The
to-
real listeners are on
I don't
audio.
mean to one up you, but for our podcast, we went and we got a gun.
Yeah. What?
It's fake, but it looks very realistic.
Yeah.
And we just got it to wave around because I used to borrow the gun about from the Pot About List guys. I used to borrow Caleb and Patrick's like Glock, which is it's really just an airsoft gun, but it's one of those full metal ones that looks real.
Is it spray painted?
Yeah, it's all spray painted black.
Isn't that against the law?
It is very much against the law, and I think they stopped giving it to me because I did like a panel roast for our friend's birthday at Bushwick Public House, and when it was like my turn to go up, I went up last, and I just took it out and started pointing it at everybody, like everybody thinks it's really funny, and it freaked some people out. And I think it got back to them, so they were just like, yeah, we're never gonna let him
use our
the gun
fake gun.
Yeah, but
That's such a motherly thing. You aren't mature enough to play with our fake.
But they're my friends, so they'll always just tell me it's broken. But then they'll still post pictures of them with it. They're like, yeah. I was like,
You're like, it's
I was
fine
like, wait,
if it's
is
broken.
the gun still broken? And then they're like, yeah, it's broken. And the next day, they posted a picture of them pointing at Brandon Wardell's head.
But also how can a fake gun be broken if its purpose is being?
Well,
a
that's what I was
broken gun?
saying. Yeah,
Well,
if
that's the
they
thing,
actually cared or didn't care, they would let you
Well,
use
I
the
thought
broken gun.
maybe that it broken away because Rowie had broken it and I fixed it where the slide came apart and it wouldn't stick back together. And then I kind of because it was messed up in a way where
Maybe
you
that's
pull
why
the
they didn't
slide
give
back.
you that
No,
Yeah.
Rowie did it, and they know he's stupid. But yeah, so I fixed it and then gave it back to them. But I think it's still they just won't let me use it, which is fine.
Well, you should get another one and then come back to them.
Well, that's what I did.
Be like, see, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
See how they like
That's what
it.
I did, and I added them on Twitter, and I was like, I got my own now. And they're kind of just
Don't show up to the studio
fine.
tomorrow. A little
Yeah.
POV
They couldn't
with
be
the gun.
more unimpressed, disaffected by it. They're just yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. They're just happy for you.
Yeah, I mean, I just let certain weird autistic things around guns get under my skin.
They have the best intro, I think, in all of podcasts.
They do.
Who's
Have you
this?
seen it? The podcast about List.
No.
It's like this
Wait,
it's like a I don't even know what it's like a baby with these stars and stuff that opens. I don't know. It's really cool looking.
Yeah, they're New York guys. They all met at Emerson. Caleb is from where I grew, from North Carolina, like me.
Caleb Pitts?
Pitts, yeah.
Yeah, I know him. Very
yeah,
funny.
yeah, he opens.
I don't
for,
know him, but
they're
I know
they're tight with
him.
the Come Town guys.
Yeah.
Caleb goes on the road with Adam Friedland a lot. But yeah, I got my own gun, and I don't know. I've been pointing it at people on when they come on our podcast. But I pointed at JP McDade, and then he told me I had no trigger discipline, and that really got to me. I was like, yeah, because I'm pointing at you because I mean it.
Yeah. Well, that's a weird thing to say with a fake gun.
It is, but it's just such a funny diss because I think like he did the Venn diagram math and with his own autism is like this will make him upset.
Yeah.
If I say this.
Yeah, that is the worst. Some people are so good at knowing what'll bother you. But I thought it was so cool because my podcast cover used to be me with a gun, like a real Glock.
The GTA thing, yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, I got so many compliments for like great trigger discipline, which is just nerds being nerdy to each other. Like very, very proud of you for not
Very
putting
proud
your
of you.
finger on. I'm sure
Excellent job, soldier.
Yeah. And I was
Yeah,
like,
excellent job, private soldier, cadet,
Yeah.
captain, corporal.
and I was like, dude, I'm such a gun guy, and I'm not like at all.
I'm ready to go to the mothership.
Yeah.
Beam me up, Joe.
Yeah.
Have you fired a gun?
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely. I've fired so many guns. I love guns. It's such a good time.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
I've never done it. But
Really?
I'm pro gun, but I would never even hold one.
That's an interesting perspective. Being
my
like, I think
friend,
they're cool, but
yeah,
you don't.
You look at guns the way my parents look at gay people. They're like, they can do whatever they want over there. Away from me.
Yeah, my friend gave me he let me hold his shotgun. I immediately put it down. I was like, that's not for me.
I mean, I've had guns pointed at me, and it is scary. To
like getting robbed.
No, I've been robbed at knife point, but no, just like a drug dealer one time, when I was like going to buy something for somebody else, just in case my mom's watching this. And
Wait, really?
yeah, he pointed. He's like, "You want to see my
No,
shot?"
really, you're not going to say what the thing was.
Oh,
Well, no, he bought drugs
I bought
for
drugs.
his friend.
ambiguous. I will not say what they were.
Oh.
Let's say, yeah.
I care less about Epstein Island and where the elevator goes.
What
I want to know
does?
what drugs you're buying.
I take prep. I'm a closeted homosexual.
Okay, my bad.
I had to go to my prep dealer.
Buying prep from a drug dealer.
Buying prep from a coke dealer.
Got to be
It's
strapped
like,
for this.
yeah, boogie nights, but for gay people. No, but he was like, "Do you want to see my gun?" I was like, "No," and then just took it out and pointed at me like, and then I was like, "Don't
Ever do
that again, please, for the love of God."
Yeah.
You're too retarded for that thing not to
Yeah.
be loaded.
Oh no, I had a friend, RIP, but he would do that shit. He'd like answer the door with his like stepdad's gun and be like, "Get on the ground, I'm just fucking with you."
And now he's dead.
The
Yeah,
key,
not
I
from
was
that,
going to
not
say,
from that,
the
yeah.
key word is R.I.P.
Yeah. But no, I heard the gun went off one time, like by accident.
well, how'd
fucking
your friend
around.
die?
Oh, really?
Nah.
I want to know
Something
how your
different.
friend died now. Now I'm more intrigued about
Well,
this.
now
than
if I say
Epstein's
which
Island.
friend it is, people are going to know which friend. If I say how he died, people will now know which.
Well,
friend
if you
it is, so I
say
can't
that, he's got to say
Yeah.
which drug. That's
Yeah.
that's the rule.
maybe it's the same.
Did he
thing.
die from getting
I have to
banned from
fire
the
again.
stand?
No.
Not that one. Did he? I don't know if
He
I'll
didn't
know
get
who
hit
it
by a
is.
car. We're not talking about any comics that died.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
how would anybody know who it is? I only
Because
know
I have a couple
comedians.
friends that died, and they all died in different. Or two of them died in the same way. One of them died one way. If I give up this, so I guess you know that he died one of.
Yeah, but this is a guy I didn't know at all. So
He died of fentanyl.
he died of fentanyl. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty. East Coast way to go.
Yeah. No, I'm not ashamed of him dying. Of
No,
fentanyl.
of course
I'm
not.
very proud of it. Actually, no, it's not
Yeah, that is a
It's
fun
like-
way to go out. He probably had a great time.
That's how overdose in theory works. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that the thing is that like I didn't want the gun going off thing being whatever. But what drugs were you buying?
I was getting a bag.
Of coke?
Yeah.
That's like so. Did you think? Did your mom actually listen to podcasts? Is that it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've really hid a lot of my vices from my family very well. They only know that like I drank a lot. I mean, I'm pretty like clean, healthy living now, but like
Yeah.
I had a I never had a problem. I just like every now and then if I had like a special event coming up or something that I was going out, would like to have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe like a 3-4 times a year situation.
Oh, that's not great, dude. I had the opposite. My dad listens every week to the podcast. I want to add a segment where the end of the podcast, I leave a voicemail of him reviewing the last podcast.
That's a pretty good idea.
It is
Yeah,
a
I
good
feel like
idea.
that could be funny.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah. He's like, I feel like you didn't clarify that you're not a pedophile.
Yeah.
That's like more in the back of my head. I'm like, this is I get so. I'll joke about everything.
Hey, Michael, it's your father. I just think that there should be more maybe POC representation on the podcast. I think maybe you get more. It seems like you have a lot of white and white adjacent people coming on the program. You know, why don't you make
we
some
were
room?
Indian. That was planned.
Yeah, that's planned.
Well, it is funny too because there was a thing because we said
You know,
that
as soon as you said I was Indian, I farted and it smells so bad. I apologize.
dude, I've been dying with farts, dude. I've been just taking in so much protein because I'm trying to get like big.
That's the thing. It makes your the healthier you eat, the worse your farts smell.
Yeah, dude, I eat like chicken and rice and just protein powder, and I'm just shitting, and our toilet's fucked up.
And you would think I was eating Newports.
yeah, it's fucking insane.
Yeah, but like how what am I just eating like toxic sludge the way it smells? But it's like no, this is like apparently this is the healthiest stuff that you can eat. And like I'm like eating fucking raw meats, fish, chicken, drinking cold pressed juices.
Yeah, my body doesn't. I don't know. Is it like a new adjustment for you? Maybe that's what it is.
No, it's been like a solid half year of just it hasn't gotten any better. Like the diarrhea went away at least, but
Yeah, dude, 5 diarrheas yesterday.
Oh
I
my God,
diarrheaed
dude.
5.
Just gotta hang
I
in there.
have so much diarrhea. People at work do think I still do cocaine.
Yeah.
They're like, "What are you doing in the bathroom all the time?"
Yeah, you're like, "I'm just
like I'm
shitting
literally
my
shitting
brains."
my pants, dude. Leave me alone,
Dude, it's the worst is you have that fucking diarrhea I was talking to him yesterday where you wipe your butthole and then somehow there's shit hitting other parts of the toilet paper. Like, cause when you wipe your butthole, your finger is touching, there's a bridge dividing your finger from your asshole. But there's this exact spot where you know where your asshole is. But when you have diarrhea, like the corners of the toilet paper are getting covered in shit and you can't figure out where it's coming. Have you ever had that?
Yeah, no, like it turns into the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're literally like, yeah, it's a tornado in there, dude.
Yeah, you can't, like I can't.
You're also
you're going into the singularity.
Yeah.
you're also consuming protein, which is making your body bigger.
Yeah.
So your ass is bigger, so there's more ass to catch all your shit.
But is it making my hole bigger?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
No, I think it makes the hole smaller, which increases the spray. It's like when you put your finger over a hose.
Wait, so my asshole muscles are getting tighter, which is making my asshole smaller.
Yeah, which
That's
makes it
fascinating.
spray.
We're really getting
Wider.
down to the bottom of things here.
Yeah,
The bottom.
Hey.
Yeah, because like, I wonder if that works the bulking because there are muscles in your asshole. Like, can you have stronger
sure.
asshole muscles?
I think Kegels
We'll
do
turn
that,
this
right?
one over to the gay community.
Yeah.
Right back. We'll be right back.
I've
with you
been
guys.
getting some of them. So somebody commented on JJ's video. It's like, I want Mr. L because Leslie Lieberman to step on my fucking balls in those Under Armour shoes or something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, JJ really is an evil gay guy. He's like a type of gay guy that I thought like, Marvel movies and Disney-fied society had gotten rid of. Like I thought all those guys died in the 90s from the AIDS epidemic.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were still around.
Well, he said he would fuck dudes without condoms, and then he'd see them like on a page. It's like I'm HIV positive now on like Backpage websites and shit. I'm like, that's
Yeah, I
terrifying.
think just the evil in JJ's body like eradicates disease.
Yeah.
Like how like Nazis like lived like they had very long pervasive like they lived a long time. We're still finding them now every now and then.
Yeah.
I do think it's because hate keeps you going.
Yeah.
I think really happy people just kind of clock out when they're ready, and it's usually
And hateful people are like just they're moving forward.
they're hanging on.
Dude, I did a show the other night, and one of the people in the audience is a descendant of Ava Braun.
Wow.
And she like took a picture with a Jewish comic afterwards. And they're like, classic. I'm like, dude, I would keep that shit so under wraps. I mean, like, there's no reason to because she
Was
did
she
nothing.
hot?
She was okay. She was kind of cute. But it was interesting because I was like, that's the kind of thing I'd be so scared. Like, it's not her fault at all. It's like she didn't.
Yeah, but that's like the hot thing wasn't me like, ooh, I wonder what she's up to. I'm a wife guy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I want to get that out of the way. But it's more of just that like the only thing that can counteract like generational atrocities is being a slut if you're a girl.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think her blowing more Jewish guys would be. Maybe she
Yeah.
made more Jews. Wait, that would be interesting.
Yeah, like
if
if
she got
lets
only pregnant from
Jews
Jewish guys.
raw doggy. It's like how like the most racist people have like mixed grandkids.
Yeah.
Because their grandkids just have sex with black people and
To overcorrect for.
to overcorrect.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I literally, because of last episode, my brain went so crazy. I was like, I can't have a black guy on the next episode because it would just be so obvious.
That you're trying to.
Yeah. I literally like intentionally. It's fucking crazy.
Who'd you
Like,
have on the last episode?
No, I just had
was
Hamza, Azim,
and me.
and him. And just because we said that word that sounds so much like the N word, I was like, now it'll look
Oh,
crazy if
okay.
I immediately have a black guy.
I didn't know if you almost like did kind of like an accidental N-word while a black guy was on the podcast with you.
No.
That's almost way more acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once again, the word was not said, just a word that sounds so close to it.
Yeah. No, there was just a few times
I
that
still
you
don't know
said
what
it that
word
it
we're
was very
talking
close.
What's up?
I still don't know what word we're
Nagger.
talking about.
Nagger.
Oh, that's right. You guys did talk about it at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I wanted you to say it again. I wanted another episode to be ruined.
It does haunt me.
We're all
It
going
did-
down with the ship.
Dude, there was a week, me and him both would come into the kitchen. We're like, fuck, dude.
They're like T
No, I
minus
think-
2 days.
I think the bravest thing to do is admit that like we all played like Modern Warfare 2. There was a time in our lives where we all kind of were a little reckless and irresponsible. Tommy Bear has a great line about it. He's like, I read a book and then I stopped. And it's like, yeah, that's like the bravest thing you can do is just admit it's like, yeah, I'm chill with it now, but you know, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, exactly. Yeah. But also, this podcast came out a week ago, and I was just like, fucking stressed. It's like, I'm so
About
not
a
the
week
comedian
ago,
who does- What's up?
Oh, I was just singing something.
Oh,
That song about a week ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can still smell it on this mic. Dude.
Yeah, but it's one of those things like it's like you so badly as a comic would be like, you fuck, dude. It's like, but the truth is, I'm sweating after every fucking episode I fucking release.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want people to have a bad time. You know?
No, people want to be liked so badly, and but people want to act like that's also not a flaw. Like
I
people want to
think
act
that
like
is a flaw.
it is totally a flaw.
I don't want to be liked. I just want people to not have beef with me, and I want to not have to have jobs anymore.
Yeah.
I'm tired of working every day forever.
Yeah, I haven't had a job in 4 months. I've been burned through savings.
Oh,
And it's so annoying because I was telling you about this. Like, I have the best fucking life in the world. And some days I'm really happy with it, but some days I don't. It's like I haven't had a day job for fucking 4 months. It's like that should be fucking
have you been productive with the off time? Because
a little bit. You know what I need to start doing? I need to jerk off at the beginning of the day because the second you come on your stomach, there's nothing more motivating to get your shit together. It's like, you know what I should do? I should wear like a woman's underwear and a dress and jerk off on my stomach every morning. So I just go, who the fuck am I? And then I try to reverse the effects of that by getting things done.
I
Yeah.
mean, most people get a gym membership. but-
That
I don't know.
won't do it for me. Like I
guess
have to do
it's-
something absurd to fucking get like I have to watch like a weird porno where it's like, I don't know, something crazy, and then I go, okay, yeah, that I'm disgusting. I need to go. Like some lady pissing on somebody, and then I go, all right, I got to get my day together.
Yeah.
I can't be this guy.
Someone in my college told me his professor said if you jerk off every morning and every night, that's the best way to live your life.
I don't disagree.
And it was
dude.
like it was just like a
Yeah.
science class.
Yeah, I don't know if that's backed by empirical data. I think,
I don't think so.
I
He is
think
a
that just might have been his
scientist.
cup
Yeah,
of tea.
Yeah, he did
He's a
plagiarize
mad
his
scientist,
thesis.
yeah.
Yeah. We're at an hour though. Is there anything you guys want to promote?
No, I was just here last week, so just watch the end of last week's episode.
Yeah, I have nothing going for
Wait,
me.
so is this a new podcast? Because I think when I talked to you, you didn't have one.
Yeah, it's a podcast that was existing and I got added to. Essentially, Robbie Goodwin, every now and then in a point of his life, somebody abandons him. So he's out like a podcast host.
Yeah.
So I did his podcast a bunch at Gas as like a guest. And I guess like a lot of people wanted me to keep coming back on.
Well, you guys both are great at voices.
Yeah, I don't like doing voices though, whereas Robbie does. Because it's like, there's something about inserting voices into everything you do that feels like very forced. And just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like you can feel yourself becoming like just this shill, like Matt Friend type. Not that Robbie or I are that. It's just like there's a certain level where like every now and then I like to hit the brakes and just kind of meander. You know? Not everything has to be like what if Chris Farley was at the bank and saw tunnels leading to the synagogue? What would that sound like?
Or Kevin Farley.
Yeah. But I mean, I mostly do.
This is an inside joke.
Did you know a guy named Kevin Farley?
No, I opened for Kevin Farley over the weekend.
And is that any relation to Chris Farley?
It's his brother.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say, the funniest thing to me is that Chris Farley is the highest energy guy, and I've only seen Kevin Farley in movies and TV shows and just like Instagram, and he just looks like a beaten down. He looks like Chris Farley if he didn't overdose.
Oh yeah, his
with
brother
opioids.
died. He
Yeah.
gotta be sad too.
He was super sweet, very kind guy.
Funny guy.
Eh.
But it's just funny the reverses of energy. It's like they're completely It's like Kevin Farley. I didn't even see him, but was he wearing like a suit?
He was wearing like a short sleeve collared shirt, kind of thing.
Oh, he had the Gillis uniform on.
Dude, he's got the gene though, because every once in a while he would go into like a story or do a voice or something, and it was like, oh shit, like he's got like a little bit of that, but he's just not.
I mean,
what he is.
I
what
do
Chris
one every
is.
now and then just to keep my inner self entertained. I think it's just because I'm like borderline schizophrenic. Like at work today, I was going around the kitchen. They probably thought it was weird as hell. I was like doing Carl Weezer, like, Jimmy, what's your goon cave like? I don't want to go in your goon cave, Jimmy. Just doing that.
Carl Weezer.
Your
Yeah.
Cat Williams is great. I like that
Thank
one.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. That. Yeah.
Oh,
Proceed.
no, I'm not gonna do cat.
Come on,
I've been
dude,
doing
it's
it so
hard to
much
do
this
it.
month. Everybody's been like pushing me like a fucking jukebox this month ever since that interview dropped to do it. I think I've said every other thing in every iteration. I will like my brain will explode if I do cat one more time.
Well,
Also-
so the funniest thing is that apparently that like he said so many incorrect things in that video.
Well, he has old head syndrome,
Yeah.
which is where it's like he's like speaking truths, but he has no idea how to like quantify things in a way that's like
everything is
actually correct.
hyperbolized.
Everything
Yeah.
is hyperbole. It's like he loves telling tall tales. So he can't talk about anything with a number. He'll just get it wrong.
Yeah. Because apparently, like Kevin Hart's like, there's no way he made more money than me last year. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm the highest.
Dude,
like,
but the
paid.
way like Kevin Hart and like all these people responded almost made me believe Cat Williams.
I've invested all my tickets earnings in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Just because like he was just like, they're not real comics essentially. And then the way they responded was like not
you cannot
funny.
king the king
you
of
know?
kings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like he just says shit like that. He's fully a guy at a bus stop.
Yeah.
But I
It's
don't-
crack. He's the embodiment of crack.
dude. Yeah,
Well,
and
the thing is, he's never
denies
been
it.
caught smoking crack. Though I think that's a conspiracy that he smokes crack. I think every black guy they just starts saying smokes crack and like doesn't necessarily smoke crack.
Yeah, I think he's definitely has a chemical imbalance though.
Oh yeah. That's possible to be crazy.
But I don't know if you're running a 4.340, you might smoke crack. That is some crackhead shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I think it is like I'm not calling you racist or anything or anybody racist, but culturally, I think what happens is a black guy goes crazy and we say he's on crack. That's like that happened with Chappelle, and like there's no evidence that Kevin Hart smoked crack. Like there's more of a chance that I've smoked crack.
Yeah, but that's not racist. That just goes to show how, as a culture, how highly we think of black people. It's like surely for him to break like this, drugs must be involved.
that's
They're-
a great
must
point. That's a
have-
good
They're
point.
resilient people.
Fallen victim
yeah,
to
white
our
pussies.
crack.
Yeah. Oh God, it was Tuesday, and she took her Monday pills. Of course, she
Went
fucking
crazy.
fell to
That's
pieces.
a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because white people, the craziness is like more apparent with white people. We're like, that's
Yeah. All right. What about this? It's Jar Jarvis Binks. It's like Jar Jarvis. Can I get a sit rep on Thanos? Like, oh, he's got all the Infinity Stones. Oh, Miss, I gotta go goon. Miss in the goon cave. I don't know why. I just like saying goon cave in all my impressions.
Wait, that's been going on. What is gooning?
All right, Jack Nicholson's gonna explain gooning to you. Well, you see, kid, gooning's where alt-right people go and they create a sort of a guy cave. What's the thing it's called when a man has his own room? A man cave? But it's a man cave for jacking off. Hi, I'm Jack Nicholson, gooning extraordinaire. Yep. When they jack off, they're gooning. When I jack off, it's called a classic. It's whatever Jack Nicholson would say. I don't know. My brain. See, I hate it. Like, I used to be like a good impressions guy, but I think to like ground yourself in impressions, you're either doing stock lines you prepared, or to like embody yourself in that character or in that mind, which is what I
You
like
have
to
to
do.
weird everyone out.
Well, you go so weird, and you go so weird that like once you go to pull another impression, they all just kind of bleed together.
Yeah.
It
You gotta
like
commit.
it destroys your mind. I do think you scramble your brains.
Yeah.
No, dude, I've had that where I'm just like that 100%
Yeah.
makes sense. I've had it where I've like just been doing something around the apartment, and then I'm like, oh, I've been saying this fictional thing for so long
Yeah.
that I think I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
Like talking to Nick Mullen now versus talking to Nick Mullen 6 years ago, he's like he's so less sharp.
It's just from
Yeah.
impressions.
From-
What if every homeless guy was? We find out that's the road to
Yeah.
homelessness, just doing
Doing
impressions.
impressions,
of people.
yeah. And also,
Jack
yeah,
Nicholson. No, that's
Jack Nicholson.
You
Sorry,
can't
folks.
handle my cum.
Yeah, you can't goon in my house. I used to invite Dick Wolf over, and we'd goon, and we'd go to a Lakers game. I don't actually know if Dick Wolf hung out with Jack Nicholson. I was actually trying to think of, was it Adam West? Who was the guy? Jack Lemmon? I don't know. Somebody used to go to Jack Nicholson's house, and they'd
Adam
walk around
West.
naked.
Is this? How do you do? I don't know if I can do an Adam one. Adam West.
Adam West. Whenever I try to do Adam West, it always like turns into doing Jeff Goldblum.
If I was to do Adam West, no, is that it?
I don't know. I'd have to hear. 'em.
Well, we're yeah.
I'm also at the point where like
Yeah,
I don't ever like I haven't listened to Jack Nicholson talk in the last like 3 years.
Nobody
I don't think he's
But I-
talked anyway. He's just him at a Lakers game going, oh.
Yeah, but I've just heard people do impression. You know, like when so you
I think
just
last
hear
week
the
I was
impression.
doing. You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
copy of a copy.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
But I think we're over an hour, so thank you. Appreciate you
Marlon
coming
Brando.
on.
Yeah.
Good to see you, dude.
He
Yeah.
used to hang out with Marlon Brando. That's who he used to hang out with. Jack Nicholson.
The Godfather. I can only do him as the God. Like that's the only like.
Yeah, because he had a very like neutral voice.
It's like when you hear fucking Tony Soprano talk and it blows your
Your
mind.
mind
Like,
that he doesn't
it's
talk like
the
that.
creepiest fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.